Do I think DB Grinder is going to do commentary on Master Duels using the live duel feature? Well, so I don't know, Phobic Gaming Nerd, how like refined. Can you like send replays, chat? Like if there's a system to where like, you know, you can get links and stuff to send replays, then yes, I believe he'll switch. However, doing live replays is like difficult, chat, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how long stuff's going to take. If the duel's going to be an hour or 10 minutes, you know what I mean? Like I believe 100% that he'd want to switch to Master Duel if people could just send him high-rated duels. Wait, he says he hates Master Duel? He says he hates it? I need to watch that video. He hates it. Why? Because it's a threat to him. He said it's not DB. It's better than Dueling Book. Unless, here's the only criticism I'll take. If you're one of those people who says like, Yu-Gi-Oh's better when the game allows you to make mistakes. If that is your argument, chat, I do think that there is credence to that. I have always said that. Like if you, at a regional or YCS chat, no one is going to say, hey, search Skarm. Like your opponent's not gonna do that. Your opponent is not gonna tell you to like summon the token from Longjun. If you don't summon it, you know what I mean? Like if you don't summon it, that's your fault. It's optional. I'll call you on that. If my opponent is like Longjun effect, I'm like cool. And they look at their graveyard and then they do something else and like, oh, I forgot my token. Nope, you didn't forget. You don't get the token now. It's optional effect. That's not sharking, at least in my opinion. That's just you fucked up. Like, if you want to say that that's how real Yu-Gi-Oh is, like, it is. It's not sharking! Like, if I'm in one of these freaking tournaments, chat, and someone goes Longjun, and they make another play after that, and they don't summon the token, you fucked up. It's optional. And in these simulators, chat, that doesn't happen. Like, it will always alert you. So, like, I need to watch the video, chat. Like if Grinder's only argument is that it's not DB, like it was never going to be DB, unless because I don't know that, like, is that just a competitive perfectionist? Like, oh, it needs to be exactly like the real game. Like, I don't know, man. I kind of like the fact that there won't be any illegal plays. It'd be kind of nice if I got any hollows though. Why are Fire Kings in here? Guess they gotta be somewhere. Alright, this pack looking kind of crappy so far, chat. He's just being an elitist sheep snob. See, I'm like, is he, that's what I was gonna say. Is he just being an elitist? Is he just being it's not Dueling Book and anything automated is trash? Because let's be honest, chat. This is the best and most thorough simulator by a mile. Like, not even a mile, by 100 miles. By the distance between freaking Philadelphia and Los Angeles, chat. Like, each pack of, what's it called? You're buying packs, just so, oh no, I know that. I was just fucking around, just, you know, blowing some time. He just wants automated DB copy. Yeah, but that would just be, like, that would just be shitty. Like, I've played all the simulators. Edo Pro. You guys remember Dev Pro, Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, Dueling Book, Dueling Network, freaking YVD. I've played all of them. Going back to like 2003. Nothing looks this polished. Nothing looks this nice. Nothing is implemented, you know, lore and all, like, nothing's even close to this. So I'm like kind of interested to like hear what he's saying. Nexus, yeah, about that. I played Nexus. How I got Platinum Tier 1. Wait, are you guys lying? Because I mean, you guys are saying he doesn't like it, but now he posts multiple videos today. Like, does that sound like someone who doesn't like it? Dang. DB replay is already going downhill in views, chat. Press F if the era of Dueling Book is over. The era of Dueling Book is over. I'm just kidding. How I feel about the game. Hello guys.
Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I'm going over some stuff in Master Duel, just like my reactions to it. I already did this on a live stream. I played the game for like 6 hours straight.
Am I getting debated? He says he played the game 6 hours straight, chat. Do people play a game 6 hours straight if they hate it? Like, I don't know who does that, chat. I've never played a game. If I ever played a game for 6 hours straight and hated it, I don't know. Yes,
but
maybe he has to like
think about it more. I want to go ahead and
it's literally all. You play League? Yeah, but League. You don't hate League. League just makes you a worse person and toxic. League makes you a worse human being, but you don't actually hate the game. At least not initially. You slowly start to hate the game, but. Also, all you YouTubers have no life. I thought it was I the only one that thought it was insane? So we were watching Celza, chat. The year of Celza, bless RNG. When the game came out, chat, when Master Duel came out, it was like 4 in the morning, and like so many YouTubers just were on and downloading it, and I was like, man, being an adult now in 2020 is just vast. I can never, chat, imagine my mom being 35 and just being and like downloading a video game at 4 in the morning. And I'm just like, and here it is, the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community is just doing this like it's normal. I'm like, man, it's really a different generation, chat. I was like, I wonder what my mom was doing when I was like 2 and she was my age. Pretty sure she wasn't up at 4 in the morning just downloading a video game. And yeah, I saw Head to Head and Elysium and Triff, and Pac was already grinding, and it's just like, yeah, all these people are adults. None of us are like kids. There's no 13-year-old Yu-Gi-tuber.
So first of all,
I just thought that was kind of crazy. I have a life. I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Going over the shop. There we go. But the shop, like how you get packs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the packs are set up really, really good. I'm gonna go over what I like and then what I don't like. I think the packs are set up insane. I also think that how you can get cards and how you can get like any card you want, like relatively easy is
all right, so chat, this is the wave, right? Because this is the wave. We're Virtual World is like tier 1 meta, because it seems like that's, pack playing. Look, it appears that that's what a lot of people are. I mean, I guess you could say it's almost full power. You only have 1 VFD. There's also a pandemic. I haven't ran it. So you're playing ranked Super Canadian? Because it just looks like, I mean, from what I've seen, seems like a lot of Yu-Gi-tubers on this deck. You know what I mean? Although, is Meow Meow Mew at 1 in this game, chat? I guess depending on whatever Meow Meow Mew is at, might tell you like if whatever prank is at.
Compared to like
VFD is the wave that's half
games
flat. Well, again, I'm gonna play Eldritch. I don't give a fuck about VFD.
You just couldn't do that, and it was like really, really hard to like build like a.
Oh, Meow Meow Mew is at 3. Okay, so then yeah, that's why I'm like, pranks have to be good then. So pranks would seem like that would, yeah, if she's at 3, then like that should be a tier 1 deck. Virtual World definitely, because they can recycle VFD, right, chat? Don't they just banish it and put it back in the deck with like Nyan Nyan or something like that? Like I feel like they're
spending a lot of time or a lot of money. So like, as you see, I have like a Virtual World deck, but now that I've gone over everything I like, which is how easy it is to get cards, let's go over everything I hate. So first of all,
that's it? That's all that you liked? That's it? That's it. Bruh. It's only a minute into the video and he's already, alright, what? 1 minute of what I like. That is 1 minute of what I like, 6 minutes of what I don't like. Grinder. Really? That's all you liked, is just how easy it is to get cards?
Let's go over everything I hate. So
whatever, man.
First of all, the fact that we're playing with Maxi and VFD, like this is just fake Yu-Gi-Oh. We're literally playing OCG format from like 2 months, like not 2 months ago, like 2 formats ago. Which
it's not OCG. Fine, I'm not gonna.
Why are we playing an old OCG format? Why wouldn't like if we were playing OCG, why wouldn't we be playing current OCG?
It is kind of
like there's no Sword Soul on here. There's no Enforcer. The game is just months behind, so it's not actually practicing for real Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a fake ban list. Also, I guess another thing I like is I got a collector's rare like Pot of Desires. This thing is so spicy, but
that's getting limited.
Yeah,
according to Selza.
Now I guess like the ban list horrible. It just doesn't make sense. That's a really easy fix on their part. Just like update the game, release more cards. I think that's pretty easy. Now going on to the next thing. And also, I'm not just like a person who's like hating on the game who like played one match and now I hate it. Like, you know, slight flex, but like I haven't lost a rated match yet. So like, you know, I've actually played.
Wait, what did he play? They say he played against Kwaki Muru. Oh, Koki. Okay, I'm like, you playing against 8 turn 3. Damn, chat. Press 1 if VFD really ain't a problem. Every duel 3 turns. Every duel literally 3 turns. 3, 2, 4, 3. Hey, VFD ain't a problem at all, man. Don't have an answer, just scoot, son. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? This is the first duel where he just may not have won with VFD because 5 turns.
Match, yeah.
Just play back row, baby. That's what I'm playing.
You know, I've actually played the game. But there's a lot of really, really, really bad things about the game. The game is singles only. There's no matches. So,
there's no matches? There's seriously no matches? Oh, Copium. Chat, you guys know how I feel. What have I always said? No good Yu-Gi-Oh player plays singles. No one. No good player plays singles, chat. You play singles when you're like Shatner. I just want to play my little shitty Fable deck. If I go second, I just scoop and I just keep playing until I go first. No good player plays singles. You always play matches because matches, like, the better player is probably going to win a match. You know what I mean? Hopefully for that just needs to be an option they change, chat. Like I would not. I play Edo Pro. I would never play a single in Edo Pro. Like, what's the point? The point, like, I can just win a die roll, go first. Let's see. Can I beat Sword Soul with this opening hand? If I don't get ashed. If I don't get Ash Keems. Okay, yeah, good enough. There we go. Set TC game. Like, that doesn't prove anything. I went first, open TC Boo. Probably this TC Boo, Torrential. I got 2 yeah, I could probably beat Sword Soul with it. Like, that doesn't mean I'm better. Just because I want to die roll and open with a floodgate. Like, you always do 2 out of 3, chat. So that's
just singles, which doesn't make sense.
TC Boo, I mean, that's good enough to be their deck, though.
Like I said, you have to have a match to have real Yu-Gi-Oh. Otherwise, there's no side deck. The dice roll means a lot more in this.
A lot more. The die roll would mean everything. I mean, well, I guess with Max C, you know.
If I go first, I just summon VFD. That's a handshake. What is my opponent supposed to do? Even if they Max C me, I'm just VFDing them. I don't care. You can have 20 cards. It doesn't matter if they don't do anything.
Drytron probably sucks on this game, chat. What do you guys think of the chat? So you guys know I think like Drytron's bad. Drytron's probably so horrible in this and under this format. Like a format where you have Max C and VFD and 2 called buys. Like Drytron has to be unplayable. Drytron's how 3 Ben 10, 3 Ava. I feel like it would still suck. Drytron's at full power. Well, I guess they have a Union Carrier, which. Did we ever discover if they need Union Carrier when they had DXC? It won 2 tourneys, single tourney schemes. They had 3 Ben 10. Ben 10's at 3? Wow, I guess I really do need to add, like, why is Ben 10 at 3? I can understand Ava at 3. Like, why is Ben 10 at... Ben 10's at 1 in the OCG, is it not? They need it for B Buster Drake. Cyber Angel Ben 10. It's at 3 in the OCG. Monka. It's at 3. Wow, Drytron's actually just at full power in the OCG. I thought she was at 1 over there. Wait, they had to hit some. Did they hit like Nova or something weird? Did they like Necroz? They had to hit something, unless they just think this deck sucks so bad it doesn't need hits, chat. Max C. Alright, yeah, I guess they're just like, yo, Max C, OCG players don't know how to play Dry. Press 1 if OCG players just don't have the spreadsheet, chat. They just don't have the spreadsheet. Like, I don't know. Maybe OCG is just too dumb to have spreadsheets. They just don't know how, to combo.
The field,
get the
like
spreadsheet,
the graveyard and the banished piles are really bad. Actually, I think I have a replay saved. Pretty sure
replay?
It's no. Okay,
so you can save replays.
I think I have to go up here.
But like,
yeah.
So if I'm Grinder, how do I get like a replay from Celza? That's what I'm asking. Can that like, because you don't want to have to like have someone someone uploaded one on Facebook chat playing like Plunder, and I downloaded it from like Facebook video and I put it in my video because just it looked nice. But like, you don't want to have to do that if you're Grinder. You know?
Not used to it 100% yet, but I just saved one of these replays.
Okay.
Just that way I could like go over it when I was on stream.
Yeah.
But
you have to send it to their right. Well, that wouldn't be a problem.
So load up in a
That's
second.
no different than like people sending it on Discord or something. Okay.
Let me pause it.
Good hands.
So this is what the field looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Let me skip ahead, I guess.
Activates pod. Draw
like,
2 Lulu.
Look, does it look like I have a card in the graveyard or banished? No. To like see, I guess like they like shine up a little bit, but like you have to like go look, and like it's a struggle. There were multiple times on stream I forgot I used Pot of Desires, and I would like go ahead and like Lulu effect and not have a trap in deck. And it's because, like, to see if I activate Pod Desires, I have to, like, click on a button. When, like, in real life, or on DB, you can just see that you have banished cards, and you're like, oh, I probably Desires. So, like, now you have to pay so much more attention.
I mean, is that valid? I don't know if this is valid criticism. So the graveyard is not as transparent. The graveyard and banished are not as transparent as they should. I guess he's saying like it should just show the top card, you know, rather than have. It's probably true, but I don't think it's like if you lose a duel because of that. Like to me, that's on you. But it probably shouldn't just be these little like circle things, chat. Because like I don't even know what this purple the purple is. So purple is banished, blue is like graveyard. I mean, I guess there's only so much room on a Yu-Gi-Oh field because we have 5 monsters, 6 monsters, 7 monster zones that you can use. And you have 5 back row zones, and we used to have pendulum zone. Like, bro, we have a graveyard and a field spell zone. You know, we've never technically had a banished zone, which they do need to. Do we have a banished zone, chat? Like an official banished zone? I don't think we do we? So like we need to, I don't know, we need to probably readjust the field a little bit, but. No, that's what I thought. We don't have an official zone.
You can also tell if
the
your
deck
opponent
zone
has Max C in hand because like that's how the video games work. If you activate, like let's say I start my turn, activate Xinglong, and my opponent has an opportunity to respond, and it gives them an opportunity to respond.
Then you just assume
they
Max C.
probably just have Max C because that means they have a card that they can activate at that moment, which means oh now I need to play around Max C. Which I did on stream. It's not just like, oh, that's not gonna happen. But
okay, so this point, chat. This is what, yeah, I was gonna say. This is what every automated program, right? Every automated program will have that kind of baked into it. If you have something like a shifter, cards that do not require your opponent to do anything to just activate. It's only with a very few select cards going second. As he never played on, yeah, but like Edo Pro also has it to where you can respond to like anything at any time. Most people don't have that set, like I don't. I don't really think that that's like a big thing though, to be honest. You know what I mean?
But like, I literally did that on stream. Like I called it. I activated something.
Yeah, you can turn on chains.
Had a
in this
chance
game,
to
I don't
activate something in response. I was like, okay, cool. You have Max C. Like, now I just know to play around it because that's like I didn't cheat, but like the game cheated for me. Like, thanks for the info. and I played around it. And
the same thing.
won.
By the way, chat. So the same thing happens with. I was trying to think of another example. The same thing happens with Nib. You know what I mean? Like on certain games like Edo Pro, when your opponent hits that 5th summon, if nothing has been happening, but then it like stops on the 5th summon, it's like, oh, you got Nib, right? You know what I mean? That is something that they. That's not like a major killer for me though. If I'm just being honest.
That was also really bad. I don't know. The replays are really bad. Like, what's in my opponent's hand? Like, now you have to VOD review with only your hand, which isn't horrible, but at the same time, like, it's probably just better to VOD review looking at the opponent's hand, too.
Doesn't that happen IRL if you don't call
like
the faces?
DB, if you don't want to see the opponent's hand, you can just...
Well, the difference at Tens is, in IRL, you can shark. On automated programs, there's no sharking. The game won't let you shark. So, like, yeah. The difference is like, they take, like, in IRL, you can, like, shark or, oh, you didn't declare, like, there is none of that in, like, automated games. Like, oh, you didn't use this in the damage step? That's your fucking fault.
Click see your own hand.
Is this a troll video? Well, it's not my video.
It feels like when it comes to gameplay, DB is just, like, miles ahead of this. Miles ahead. Which is ridiculous because DB was made by some dude that posts videos of him petting chickens wearing Speedos on YouTube, and this is made by $1 billion company. So, like, how are they so far behind of what the player base actually wants? And it's just like, I get it, like, you gotta make the game for casuals and competitive, but I don't think a casual wants to not be able to see their graveyard. I think that's, like, a real thing. I think most casuals will, like, never use replays unless if they have, like, an insane, crazy, like, oh, I exodiated my opponent turn 1 or something like that, you know? But even then, why not be able to see the opponent's hand? It's kind of whack.
That's really cap. Whack. Game had 500,000 at its peak. Are you talking about viewers? Bear, are you saying that there were 500,000 people watching Master Duel today? Because I do know the numbers were like pretty crazy recently. You know what's funny, chat? I think Grindr has like no respect for casual players. I used to think that I was like that, but goddamn, watching him, woo! Like I think he is like, I spit on Duel Links players. You guys think that I'm an elitist? My God. He has no respect if you are not like a high rated. If you don't have 1500 rating, I wipe my ass with your cards.
Go ahead, quit out of that. Also, I was told that you can see the opponent's entire deck list, which is true, which is also not good because
that is good. Come on, Chad? Is that good? All right, This is a good talking point. Is this good or bad? Because Edo Pro has the same thing. Edo Pro makes it so that you can download someone's deck. And I know it's like, well, Cap, I wanted to keep my deck a secret for the YCS. Like, I mean, I guess free yoink, like, I think it's good because, like, sometimes you play against, I don't know, sometimes I'll play against a rogue deck and I'm just like, whoa, like, bro, I wanted to know what that dude was running. You know what I mean? Bad for competitive events, good to learn the game. Okay, fair. I agree with you. I agree with you, Bear. If you're looking at it just from the absolute top tier, highest meta, if I'm, what's that kid's name? Hani Jawari. Why would I test my Sword Soul on this? I don't want people just like sniping me unless you just make a burner account, chat. Unless you make a burner, you don't want to play from like, or even someone like Pac. Like if I'm Pac and I have Pac TCG as my name, like why would I play what I'm going to play at Vegas? Like, why would I play that on Master Duel? Like, I wouldn't, because then people could every single person that plays me can just like look at my deck, and I don't want to like leak my secret sauce, but I want to test it. However, chat, like you might run into like Salamangreat, and your opponent plays like Salamangreat DP, and you're like, dude, I want to see this guy's ratios. Like that deck was super good. Like that's what I look at it for.
You can't play spicy things on this game, or like. You could play on DB and people can, like, pretty much find out your deck list, but they won't know the exact ratios. Where on here, it's like, oh, I played against you. Thanks. I know your whole deck now.
Who remembers the Spice and Drytron? Was it Neospatial Aqua Dolphin? Was it Neospatial Aqua Dolphin?
I don't know. There's some decent things in the game, but it's also just like, I don't know why the game is so far behind and why like the gameplay itself just is horrible. Like they did.
But how's it horrible though? You're not telling, like, he just says the gameplay it's horrible. Have you played on like have you played on Dueling Book where tokens get like stuck on field and you can summon, like, what? Dueling Book has so many good, like, how's it horrible? I need to hear this.
Really good job on the packs and like the gems and all this, like,
how's the gameplay
really,
horrible?
really good job on that. Like, I'll give them props for that. But the fact that the game is so
spicy texts have been getting leaked so fast because of COVID. Hiding your deck list, chat, has been a problem. Like, that's been a thing ever since the days of GX, where if you made top 8 at a Shonen Jump, they revealed your decks. And some people, oh man, keep my deck a secret. Like, no, we're like, that's part of, it's part of the thing. Like, you can't, only at like ARGs or PPGs, chat, can you request them to like not show your deck. So I don't know. This makes Protoss stronger. Press 1 if Protoss does need to be banned now, chat. Yeah, this makes Protoss stronger.
It's only single matches.
I can see your deck. I know what the call. This makes Protoss strong. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Protoss stronger now.
Until there's tournaments on here. Because, like, once there's tournaments on here, like, okay, I'll just, like, grind and get to, like, high rated and then play in the tournaments and, like, boom. It's not like the tournaments will actually mean anything unless if we get matches in our own format. Like, it's like
I think it's too early to like jump to this conclusion, chat. Personally, I am shocked. I did not know that there were no 2 out of 3s. But I can't realistically, chat, I cannot realistically see them. I'm talking about like 3 months from now, or really hosting tournaments and them being singles. Like, I get it, that's the whole anime aspect, but like I don't know. Because, like, I really can't see them, what's it called? The game legit says events coming soon. I agree. I think the tournaments are coming, but I don't think they're just going to keep, what's it called? I don't think that they're going to keep
6 months old format. Like, nobody cares about this format. And, like, we're playing with Maxi and VFD. Just, like, think about that. We are playing with one of the most broken extra deck monsters, and they hit it the 1 because they're actual morons, and they don't know how to build a format. Oh, VFD's a problem. If you summon it, you auto-win. God. It's like that meme, and that guy's like, guys, let's ban it. And they take him and throw him out the window, and it's like, nah, we're hitting this card down the 1. If you summon it, you win, so let's put it down the 1.
That's just an OCG thing. See Totally Awesome, see ABC Dragon Buster, see Macabre when that card got limited. The OCG just likes that they don't generally see Dragoon when that got limited. OCG chat, they don't just like ban stuff. They usually put like shit at 1. Sometimes they will, like Fusion Destiny, but a lot of times when there's a problem card, they don't just like ban it. They'll put it to 1 first, and then they'll ban it afterwards. They did that with Dragoon and a lot of other cards. So that's just how OCG is.
What?
That's just their mentality.
You have the best hand trap in the game in your deck. This card's ridiculous. It's not as good in this deck because this deck has to play like more consistency cards and more engine cards than other decks, so you don't have as many hand traps to draw into with it. But
watch Master Duel ban list become
so much pressure.
The official. Yeah,
it's so good.
I do wonder what's going to happen with that.
Decks. In the mirror match, it's not good because they just VFD you and you still lose. But like, a lot of people know that like Maxis are actually just like, a straight ooh poggers. Like, it shouldn't be in the game. It's too good. It applies too much pressure, and like, imagine if I go first, I get hand trapped, I end on Shenshen Chuchi pass, and I maxi my opponent. Like, are you really gonna let me draw like 8 cards, and you're gonna break my board, and like you don't end the game, so I just win next turn because now?
Well, according to your logic, if I make VFD, then I still win, right?
I have like 15 cards against your cards.
Donna Majesty isn't in there either.
Brigade deck where I could
Maxi is fair and balanced. Maxi isn't even a problem.
Maxis, plus like 10 other hand traps.
Shut up, Spot
You don't even have to like play imperm because it doesn't work as well with Maxi. So now we have to like change our whole like logistics on like what hand traps are actually good or not. And you have to learn a whole new form.
Do they play imperm and OCG? I need to look that up. I don't know if they play imperm and OCG. If this is just a TCG thing.
It's just so much wrong about it. So much wrong. But I'm not gonna like sit here and talk about it more. I'll probably be streaming the game again. I just want to get high rated. That's really it. Like if you look at the ratings, like I just want to be high rated so that way like when I hate on the game, I can like actually hate on the game. It's not like some like rookie tier 1 is hating on the game. You know, their opinion don't matter. Let's be real. They haven't played the game enough to get a good enough opinion on it. But like I'm like silver tier 2.
Oh god, I love it.
Yeah, I'm silver tier 2. So like I'm like more than halfway like through the rankings, and that was just like one grind session. Like it's not gonna be hard to get to platinum. It's just and like just look at this ban list, yo. Like look at this ban list. Like
what else is different? There has to be more. Chat. There has to be more difference. It can't just be set rotation and it can't just be set rotation and Rapier. There has to be something else I'm missing. That's what's it called? Kaiser? No, but that's just an OCG. So Bear, we were talking earlier. We know that this list is heavily OCG influenced, right? So there are so many cards OCG has like at 3 that we don't have. The chicken games and Kaiser Coliseum and Luna Light Tiger and what's like another one, the Jet Synchrons and Mecha Phantom Beast Lion. But there has to be another card that like it's at a different place from OCG and TCG. So an example, Bear, that I used is set rotation. Set rotation is banned in Master Duel, but it's not banned in the TCG or the OCG. It's just banned in that game for no reason or for some reason. Same thing with Rapier. Rapier is banned in Master Duel, but it's not banned in OCG or TCG, or has never been banned. Same thing. So like, I wonder, I need to like scrub through this and see if I can find another example of a card that's like unbanned, maybe, or that's even like banned in the OCG, but you know, just isn't here. Like I imagine something like Phoenix Blade Divine Sword. Like I know that card is banned in the OCG and is not banned in TCG. Like that won't be on the list, but I need to like scrub through it. Yeah, Mystic Mind is banned OCG. Mystic Mind is banned OCG.
Like, look at this ban list. Like, it's actually like not too much wrong. Like Mystic Mind banned, like whatever, that's fine. But like Dragoon banned, like no one in TCG plays that card anymore. If they do, it's just like for like going second, which is crazy because like, you'd think it'd be really good going first, but it's really just for going second because Enforcer's way better at going first. You know they
got a lot of cards on semi.
Why like if
what you say?
You know they like Vanity's Emptiness at 1. Why like if a card's so good, why would you put it at?
So Eldritch can be good, baby. ABC Buster, yeah, they and OCG they still on this like ABC Toad shit, and I don't get it. Like why ABC and Toad are still like limited. They still think that like ABC was gonna be the best deck under Master Roll. Although, have you guys seen the ABC Thorian deck? Have you guys seen those replays? Yo, that actually makes me think. I used to be like, man, bring back a Union Carrier or a Radit. So that deck looks so good with the Thorian card because they get the like Reborn B and they get like an Omni Negate. Like that Thorian card is gonna be so good for ABC chat. Like that, it's nuts with that one. It basically replaces Carrier for the deck. It gives them a free Omni Negate, and they get to like reborn their pieces.
Just Dryden's at 1, Toad's at 1, ABC Buster's at 1, Astrograph is at 1, Reincarnation's at 1.
That's weird. That's just OCG.
VFD, Darkworm, Scorpio, Double Iris.
Those are all OCG.
Like, a lot of these hits just don't make sense until you realize.
Faker is not at 1 anymore, right, chat? I know Faker. I think Faker is at like 2 in the OCG now. Multi-Faker. Yeah, she's at 2 in the OCG. Okay.
realize like it's an OCG ban list, and like, oh yeah, they have Electromite. Why? Nadir Servant's at 1. Why? Harp's at 1 in the same format where Gearsu is a card. It's kind of crazy.
So like that's just so weird. Like everyone says it's just an old list, but I think that Dear Servant, like, well, no, it had to be more recent because the only cards that got limited was Torn Skills, Meow Meow Mew, and one more card that I can't remember. It was like 3 cards that got limited on the most recent OCG list, but I can't remember what the last card was.
They have more semi-limited cards than you ever should.
Yeah, fucking
Memories
lie.
of Hope should never be at 2.
Cross out.
Literally none of these cards should ever be at 2 besides Malicious. Malicious is...
Well, they have Colossus, right? Let me see something right quick. Why do I feel like I just didn't see him? Oh, okay, never mind, he's there.
The only one that makes sense at 2 because it actually matters on how many copies you have exactly.
He just trash talks the
like
OCG
you could
format.
somewhat say the same thing about Gamma, but that card should just be at 3. I mean, it's a pretty good hand trap. It's a really good hand trap, but you know you gotta put a driver in your deck. There's no way OCG.
Yeah, OCG with like Thunder Dragon, they kind of went like ham on that.
He thinks Gamma is better than Max C. Like Max C is at 3, while Gamma's at 2. Like that just blows my mind. Okay, but no, okay, I'm done with this now. About to go record some actual gameplay, some deep.
Whoa! Jeez. Tell us how you really feel, Grinder. I'm gonna record some actual Yu-Gi-Oh, not this garbage you guys are enjoying.
That blows my mind. Okay, but no, okay, I'm done with this now. About to go record some actual gameplay, some DB rated. So with that being said, the DB Grinder, signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.
All right, chat. Can I get a Keems in the chat if the MD Grinder dreams are officially dead? I thought it was a possibility that we would see the MD Grinder, the master. But like, wow, I even said that at the beginning. Didn't I say that, chat, at the beginning of the stream, that I thought that there was a high chance like DB Grinder could change his, like, wow, we figured out like how he feels about. I guess he's just like, no, I'm not ever going to change. Yeah, I wonder how, like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Replays made a video. I'm not gonna watch it, but I think he made one too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, an honest debate, an honest review. Whoa, his video popped off. It popped off. 8.5. Wow. I'm compelled to listen. See, that's what I thought. I'm like, everyone's trying to Master Duel videos like ASAP. They're trying to get them day 1 views.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, you know, I really like Master Duel, but we have a lot we gotta talk about. So, in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through the pros and cons of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm gonna find out. Am I coming to the realization, chat, like everyone, is it just the DB channels that hate it, chat? Because, like, I don't know. I like Master Duel a lot.
It just came out today, and I made the horrible...
This is not GGYGO. He's doing something a little different.
Decision of staying up all night. Yes, literally all night. It's currently 9 in the morning. I've yet to go to sleep. I'm about to right after this video, but I stayed up for y'all, so here's what I would say. So first of all, first thing that you're really going to notice when you play the game, it has wonderful graphics. It looks so just visually...
Thank you! Grinder just ignored this, chat. Like, that was one of the first... That is the first thing I say in my video, is that aesthetically, this game looks gorgeous. It's miles and leagues and centuries better than every other simulator. It's not even close. Like, this looks incredible. If he likes DB, you know damn well he doesn't care about graphics. I think I'm in love with Yu-Gi-Oh! Replay. Let's not go that far.
Pleasing. It just looks really, really incredible. So, some of these things, and it's not limited to this, but the cards look beautiful. The animations look wonderful.
HD.
The pets, the little rescue rabbit on the side.
60 frames per second, I think.
It's just adorable.
But I think they're all just going to be like, it's not DB, right? So it's trash.
The board looks beautiful. The sleeves are wonderful. I think the
even on my laptop, my laptop's not great, chat. My laptop's like 4 years old, and I'm running XSplit right now.
In that regard. Now, this is another pain point that we were looking at, right? Which was the free-to-play aspect, right? So, essentially what we're going at is how painful is it going to be for a free-to-play player to play the game? And from what I found out, it's actually not bad. So, I'm going to post on screen a little example of what I mean by that. So, I have yet to spend any real money on the game. I literally have spent $0 on the game, and I was able to come up with a little cute little Eldritch deck, and relative to what other people have put together, it's actually not that bad. So, and obviously this is just the beginning.
The crafting is good.
Yeah, it's really not restricting in the free-to-play sense. I think you can actually do very, very well from what I'm seeing so far.
More people
as a free-to-play player, they really do give you that option to just grind it out and put the time in instead. And from what I can tell, it's actually better than Duel Links, which says a lot. Now, there is a crafting feature, so if you're familiar with Hearthstone, exact same thing. Essentially, what it means is that when you get cards out of packs, you can pretty much just trade them in, essentially, for the cards that you actually want to play, right? So if you really want to play, I don't know, say you really want to play Sharks, right? You can go ahead and trade in your virtual cards, and you can go get some Shark cards, right? So I think that factor is really, really good. Now, something else I really, really love about the game in general is that it's such a good tool for if you're wanting to learn the game. Like, if you're really new to the game or you're just a little rusty, I think this is just a really wonderful starting point, right? And so pretty much as you're sitting here listening to me talk, you're like, wait a second, Replay. I thought you said you didn't like Master Duel. I thought you said there's some problems. And yeah. There are some we got to talk about. So the biggest problem I would like to address is essentially that the ban list is not the TCG ban list and it's not the OCG ban list. It's this weird fusion combination of the two.
See, he got it. It's not TCG and it's not OCG. It's a weird fusion, kind of like Worlds, but it doesn't follow the same rules as Worlds. He got it, chat. He got it. It's Worlds. I mean, if you want, that's the best comparison. Yeah, it's like to me, it's a fusion. It's not TCG. It's not OCG. It's like a weird fusion of the two. You know what I mean? And it doesn't follow because in Worlds, chat, you just play whatever the lowest number allowed is for a card, right? Like if it followed the Worlds rules, then Gamma would not be at 2. It'd be at 1, and under Master Duel. But like, if that's the biggest criticism, to me, I'm not going to consider that the biggest criticism now because it's so new. Like, to me, this is just patchwork, chat. Like, I really assume, and if I'm wrong, then I guess I'm just wrong. I assume that they'll probably have OCG and TCG integrated later. Now, could you argue, chat, that, in my opinion, like, hey, let's just delay this a month and like do that, or we can delay this thing a month and just add that in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm someone, like, I'd rather just delay the video game by a month and, not have to do like day one patches and shit like that. I'm just old school like that. If we had Worlds with Max C legal, not gonna lie, it'd be the best Worlds in a long time. OCG or TCG, well, again, it's really neither. It's like a combo.
It's just so weird. Like, I just don't know who came up with this.
God, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that was 5 gigs.
At 3, and it's just they take random things from TCG, OCG, just mishmash them together. And I think this is a horrible mistake. I genuinely believe, frankly, some people will say, "Oh, this is really cool. I guess we'll go play." I don't know. Go play my Orcus deck, go play my Striker deck, go play my 3 copies of Maxi. Yes, there are 3 Maxis. At face value, seems really cool, seems really flashy, cool, right? Get to do it with your little rescue rabbit jumping in the background, right? Seems really fun. It's not. So, essentially, the biggest problem I think with this, right? I think they had.
Is Jake your friend now?
But essentially, I think.
Dude, we talked for a couple of hours. That doesn't mean we're friends, chat. we just had healthy debates. You know what I mean?
Biggest problem, right, is that at the end of the day, I think players are still really gonna want to be playing. You know, if you're in North America or Europe, you're gonna be wanting to play that original TCG format, or if you're in Asia or wherever the OCG covers,
I'm like the only
really
one playing it for
wanting
some
to
reason.
play
Did you ask
that
him? Yes, I did.
And man, you know, I really wish Master Duel came with just, you know, modes almost like, so you could toggle like, oh, I want to play CCG, oh, I want to play OCG, but to give us both, I think it's just worse than either or, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, I think people, you know, are going to want to go ahead and play at their local game shops. They're going to play in YCSs, and the fact that this is not allowing for them to do that, I think, unfortunately, and I really feel bad to say this, but I think it might push people back onto DB. And, you know, I really hope that's not the case. I hope it's not the case in the sense that I hope Konami is able to be successful in, you know, producing that first party platform. But just from what I'm seeing right now, it's not looking very promising. Also, what I've noticed, and I don't know if this is going to be addressed in the future or not, keep in mind, I literally have stayed up all night, and you can literally see in my eyes, I look so tired, right? But it's only a best of one. Like, it's literally, there's no side deck.
There you go. Chat, I completely disagree with Jake. I don't think, unless you are a Nesh, someone like that, chat, I don't think any of them are, unless you're just like, well, backseat, I don't want to play backseat. Unless you're just like that big, I don't think this is gonna turn anyone to like Dueling Book, chat. Like maybe I'm just too much of an aesthetics, but the package that Master Duel is with with story modes and how easy it is to get cards, and I guess you could say, well, on Dueling Book you just get every card anyways. Like I don't think a lot of people are gonna be rushing back to what's it called? Is Jake your new Sarah? Who's Sarah? To me, that's how I feel, Super Canadian. I feel like this makes me want to quit Dueling Book. Now, look, I just think people are judging this too harshly day one. Like, I never thought, chat, that I would be the person. I'm so done with Dueling Book now. I never thought that I would be the person, like, saying, give this some time. I guess it's because, like, I don't know if they're not quite as objective, chat, because their livelihoods are literally tied to Dueling Book. You know what I mean? Like, that is straight up their content. Like, you got to shoot a DB duel that day that you record that same duel, or that day you record that same video about Master Duel. But honestly, like, if they get this thing together, chat, even if it takes like 3 months from now, like, there will be no reason I'll ever go back to Dueling Book. There just won't be. You know what I mean? Like, I really just won't see a reason to. You know, everything looks better, runs smoother. I don't know, unless you're stuck on this, well, I can't keep my deck a secret. Like, bro, that's only for like the top 5% of like competitive players. And for me, it ain't that serious. Oh, Zara? No. No, I'm gonna say no. I only logged into Dueling Book to look at my deck list. No temptations to. Yeah, that's how I feel. Bear. Like, I got some tournaments that I like already agreed to play in, but that's basically it. You know what I mean? I look at the ban list thing as a temporary thing, Chad. That's why I want to get my video out, because I kind of just want to get those views from people who just want Max C to be talked about. Like, I don't see this as like a permanent thing. You know what I mean? They're treating this as the TCG instead of a totally different game. It's still not released on Android. Yeah, but wouldn't Android just mean like your phone? Like, who would want to play this on a phone? I mean, I guess maybe I'm underestimating like how powerful phones are. Maybe you'd want to play this like right alongside Duel Links. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, what time is it? Damn, it's almost. All right, you know what, chat? I'm sorry. We have to do this. We need to watch Bear's video. Play it on Switch. Well, not everyone has Switch though. To me, the two biggest things, chat. If I'm gonna, I think I am gonna slightly adjust my video. If there are things that can improve, yes. Number one, the duels do need to be 2 out of 3. That needs to be just a straight up thing that they need to that they need to implement. Ain't nobody trying to play like YCS, the Asian YCS is where they play like single. That's lame. Number 2, if you're going to make a combined ban list, or you're going to have like this arbitrary list, then that just needs to be something like, that needs to be something clear. Like if this thing is going to have its own ban list, chat, like, okay, fine. That needs to be its own thing. Otherwise, like, yeah, get TCG and OCG, because we do have like different ban lists that change the game. And then third, I'd probably say for replays, like make it so you can see both players' hands. That's pretty much it. Like, and those are 3 easy fixes. But, you know, like I can live with the graveyard thing. You know, like other than that, I'm not seeing, what's it called? No, you're not taking this away from me. I just got Master Duel, or I just got Master Plan back. Oh, Spyro Master Plan. Well, I mean, I don't know, Jabril. So many people are complaining about Maxi and VFD, and like, I don't know how I would feel if they really did, chat, have a custom ban list for this game. You know what I mean? If Yu-Gi-Oh, like, if Master Duel just has its own list that is different from TCG and OCG, like, I'm not gonna lie, that would be hard as a player who, like, as someone like me, chat, who would play Master Duel, but then also go to, like, TCG regionals and play under, like, man, playing under 2 formats simultaneously, like, that's different. I mean, maybe that's like Duel Links, but again, Duel Links is like so different than regular Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean? Like, that would be incredibly difficult to, what's it called? That would be incredible. Man, I'm not really gonna search through this. I'm gonna find more examples. You just wasted gems on 3 skill drain. What do you mean? Are you saying like skill drain? What's it called? Or the graveyard thing is jarring. I just think that people are being too critical of it when it's clearly not the final form. But here, I want to watch Bear's video, chat. Whoa, my bad. I spelled your name wrong. Like, I don't know. Master Duel blew me away. Like, my expectations. He's saying if we do TCG format, you wasted your gems on skill. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, that is, it wouldn't be like I couldn't just also play OCG even if I'm a TCG player. Like, I'd still have no different than Edo Pro. You know, if I'm a TCG player, I can still play against OCG players, or I can play against you guys in an OCG format duel. But the wildest thing, chat, would really be if they had their own. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, that would, I understand, like, to me, it's just a temporary thing. And that's what makes it so funny. But, like, everyone's kind of, like, I think it's weird that they're treating it as it's, like, as if it's final. As if it's the gospel. You know what I mean? That'd be a mistake, probably. But, like, they're just so definitive. Everyone's like, oh, VFD, you know, Maxi, they're in the game, so it's, like, unplayable. And I'm like, I get that, but dude, it's just like right now. You probably have until January 31st to make any serious changes. That's when the ranked season ends. Wait, the ranked season ends in Master Duel in 10 days? What's even the point? What's the point of like flexing and becoming a unless you just want to make video like I'm a platinum player and all you little noobs need to, like, again, if you just want that title, you know what I mean? It's yeah, if you just want that title so like idiots will watch your video, so you can be like, well, this guy's high rated on Master Duel, so clearly he's like one of the top 10 duels in the world. You know what I mean? Singles champion. I'm still in gold. You should kiss yourself then. Well, this was a productive stream, chat. I wasn't exactly sure how Master Duel was going to go, but I had fun. You know, we opened some packs. We did some solo modes. Probably run this back on Saturday. I do think I need to adjust my video though, chat. Like, if I'm gonna be objective, the whole duels being singles, I didn't know that, chat. Like, that's something I actually just did not know. I just assumed that they were 2 out of 3. So like, that is something that I am going to adjust in my video. Because my major point of criticism for the game is that like all the cards aren't in it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe if I duel more, I'll have a problem with the ban. The ban list is not a deal breaker for me. It just is, like, it's just different. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess the TC, we are so jaded about Max C, chat. Like, to me, it's insane how jaded people are over, like, Max C. Even VFD is just not a deal breaker. Maybe it's because I'm a control player, but VFD is not even a deal breaker. It seems like a lot of people are just like, Max C, no, it's horrible. I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Max C. It's terrible. Da, 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 game ruined. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are just so passionate. What deck am I building this? Just to show you Spy Fox so people won't, what's it called? Just Eldritch. It's gonna be different because there is no Heavenly Lord. So like I might have to play Solemns for back row removal or something, but like just playing Eldritch. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna play three golden lords. Cause like I've always said, if you don't play any other monsters, I think you should play 3 lords. Especially if you play a format with 2 called by the great, like your lords are just gonna eat called bys. Like I want Selza to test his deck, chat. Like Selza, you're gonna play Eldritch and you're gonna realize like, oh my god, my lords are just getting called by like crazy. Yeah, because it's at 2 and there's nothing else to call by. Like especially in singles. In singles it's even worse because people will keep the called bys in. They might not side them out. So like the only thing they can called by in your entire deck is Golden Lord. So like they're just going to be magnets for called by the grave. And people not like, everyone's gonna play that card because it's just good. Combo players, VFD greater than Max C, just let me combo. I played 50 games and I didn't have an issue with Max C yet. Also, why are half the synchro story? Yes, Bear. Yeah, Bear. I brought that up too. But that to me, that's the weirdest thing about Master Duel. Outside of like, that's even weirder than Bode. Is why are some of the cards from Synchro Storm in the game, but some of the other ones aren't? To me, that's just weird. Like, hold on. If you're going to put, because at first I assumed that Synchro Storm wasn't in the game, but then I was like, wait, isn't Barrel Canary in this game? So if Barrel Canary is in here, like, why isn't Baron the Floor? They came out in the same set. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's way more weird. That's like something you would do for Duel Links. It's like, well, some of the cards are like, nah, don't do that, dude. Just put them all in or put them all out. That's very weird. I don't have a big problem with Bode not being in here because, again, they might want to just wait until February, chat, to put Bode in here. So, like, that's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know, chat. Like, I just assumed everyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh community loved this game. And now I'm realizing, like, some of the people are just shitting on it. But I'll just ask this before we end, chat. Are the people shitting on the game, are they mainly the DB channels? Because from what I've seen, chat, Triff said, he posted this on, like, Twitter or Facebook. He said, my expectations were blown away. 100 out of 10. That was his rating. To me, it just seems like the DB channels are destroying the game. They're just like, and yeah, part of it, I think, don't look at it as 100% the TCG. You know what I mean? Like, I am trying to look at this thing from more. It's more than just dueling. You know what I mean? Like, chat, I had an absolute blast just reading the freaking Monarch storyline and the demise like that. I had a blast with that. You can't get that on Dueling Book. You know what I mean? Like, that definitely improved my experience just going through and reading the lore of these archetypes and, you know, having these like little few turn duels with them. Like, that shit was like super enjoyable to me. So, and I feel like a DB channel they'll completely overlook that. They won't even go to that mode. They'll just like, oh, who cares? And I'm just like, no, but that's kind of like a big thing. What about the music in the game? That's like fantastic. Where they have like these awesome tracks. Like, that's kind of important for someone like me. You know, I'm judging Master Duel, chat, as if it's like a full-fledged video game. I'm not just judging it as, how does this work from a competitive standpoint? Like, I'm judging everything. Like, how's the music? How's the frame rate? How are the graphics? You know what I mean? How easy is it to obtain the cards? What's the story mode like? Is the story mode compelling? You know what I mean? How easy is it for a new player to learn this? Like, I'm looking at all of those. I'm not just gonna be like, well, it's not exactly like Dueling Book and it has Max C, so it's trash. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all, you're just trying to judge this game from like the 1% or something like that. Hot take: many modern Yu-Gi-Oh players suffer the WoW effect. You're gonna have to dumb that down, Riley, guys, because I actually never played WoW. They're used to something abusive, def combo decks, that something different or goes against the abuse they reject vehemently. Okay. Mine were blown away. Is this game perfect? No, but it's still real. Yeah, that's exactly where I was. And I don't know what your interest going into Master Duel was, but I've said it multiple times. If you would have asked me last week, this exact day, Cap, how do you feel about Master Duel? I'd been like, whatever. I'll play it on stream a couple times, maybe, or I don't really care. Like, I had no expectation. I didn't give a flying fuck about Master Duel, chat, even a week ago. And yeah, my expectations were blown away. You know what I mean? The last Yu-Gi-Oh thing that I played was like, I don't know, the Yu-Gi-Oh video game from like 10 years. I've never even played Duel Links, chat. I've never even played Duel Links. I've seen maybe a couple of duels, but like I don't even play Duel Links. So like this was all new. The animations and, you know, the field being destroyed and the summonings and even the way like the chains resolve, how it actually has the chain up, like all that blew me away. So I had the lowest expectation. Yeah, and then people like Dolan kept telling me it's gonna be pay to win, and it's not. It's like the opposite. It's not pay to win. You know what I mean? Like I plan on putting until they put either Ghost Rare Leo Dancer or Eldritch the Golden Lord. I don't plan on putting any money into this game, or at least sleeves of them or alternate artworks. Like I don't plan on putting a penny into this game, chat. Like at all. You know what? I will give you that, Big Pimpin'. For anyone, chat, who felt like, Cap, you were completely wrong about Master Duel, you shitted on the game for like forever and act like you didn't care and now it's awesome, I admit, I was wrong. I apologize because I don't have much faith in Konami. I just assume they'll fuck everything up. They fucked up Metal Gear, they fucked up Silent Hill, they fuck up everything they touch.